What's going on, people? We are Tottenham TV here, back here with another player ratings video. We lost on penalties last night to Norwich at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Disastrous result, disastrous performance. God knows where this leaves us for the remainder of the season. Out the FA Cup, on our last legs in the Champions League, 5 points outside the top 4. It's just not looking good at the moment. Obviously, with Kane, Son, Sissoko, a host of injuries out, it is just looking bleak for Tottenham at the moment, and I'm finding it hard to find a bit of positivity at the moment. But let's get straight into it. Don't want to dwell on it for too long. Let's start off with Michel Vorm. We gave him a 3. Look, Michel Vorm should not have been playing last night. He just should not have been playing. I have no idea why he was in the starting lineup. How many times has this guy cost us in the FA Cup over the years? We sold him in the summer because he wasn't good enough, and that proved last night. Albeit, look, he did make a few nice saves last night to keep us in the game at times. But look, when it really mattered, he cost us last night. He really did, you know. That it's just inexcusable. How can a goalkeeper not catch the ball like that? It was a weak shot. He's got to be doing a lot better than that. Really does. I don't see what Gazzaniga did wrong not to play this game. For me, it just stinks of school football. It's like saying, oh, you haven't played all season. Go for it. Why not? Just have a game. I feel bad for you. You haven't played. This is not schoolboy football. This is top level Premier League, FA Cup football. To go into the quarterfinals of the FA Cup, you play your best players possible. And if Gazzaniga plays last night, I don't think we lose the game. I just genuinely don't think so. But anyway, that's my rant over. Moving on to Serge Aurier, we gave him a 6. Not too much of note from Serge Aurier. He played a bit more reserved. He wasn't bombing it forward like he usually does because we had a bit more width up front. But to be honest, he should have scored in the dying seconds of the game to win us the game. Unfortunately, he didn't get the shot on target, but look, I have no problems with Serge Aurier's performance yesterday. That's why we gave him a 6. Moving on to Eric Dyer, we gave him an 8. Absolutely sensational performance from Eric Dyer. I, for one, have always kind of talking about him, how he's not suited to that centre midfield position. Last week he played centre back, albeit did make a couple of mistakes that led to goals. But in this game, I thought he was faultless, to be honest. Absolutely sensational display at the back. A lot of last gasp challenges, interceptions, headers. Scored his penalty as well. I think this is his best performance for a long time, Eric Dyer, and long may it continue. If he can perform like that week in, week out, we've got a great player at centre back. Next up, Davinson Sanchez, we gave him a 7. Another player who gave us all last night with a lot of blocks and tackles. Didn't keep out the leveller right at the end. He got his foot to it, but wasn't enough to keep it out, unfortunately. And at the end, he was helping us up front as well with a lot of forward runs, but not as good as Eric Dyer, but still a good performance from Davinson Sanchez. I'm happy with that. Moving on to Jan Vertonghen, we gave him an 8 as well. Much improved from Jan. Captain on the night, and he put in a captain's display playing at left back. Scored with a lovely, powerful header in the first half, and late in the second half, when we were looking for a goal, he rolled back the years with a surging run down that left-hand side, nearly getting us a goal. So I think Jan Vertonghen showed a bit of his old self last night and showed that his legs maybe are not, we haven't seen the last of his legs. So Jan Vertonghen, if you can keep these kind of performances up, I will be very happy with you indeed. Which moves us on to Harry Winks. We gave him a 4. I thought it wasn't a great display from Harry Winks yesterday. He was overshadowed by Ollie Skipp. With Ollie Skipp playing, it gave him the licence to go forward a bit, but I thought he just had no clue what to do with it in the final third. Lost the ball a lot of times in possession, and yeah, just not the greatest display from Harry Winks. Which moves us on to Ollie Skipp. We gave him an 8. Personally, I was not happy with his inclusion in the lineup at the beginning of the game, but I was proved wrong completely because he put in an astounding performance. His best performance in a Spurs shirt, hands down. He was playing that CDM role, and he was putting in crunching tackles after crunching tackles. Played the whole 120 minutes. He did a lot of the work that kind of Winks has been doing the last couple of games, and I think he performed better than Winks. I'm very excited now to see the development of Ollie Skipp, because I think that last night proved me wrong, proved a lot of Tottenham fans wrong, and I'm very excited to see what the future has in hold for him. Moving on to Giovanni Lo Celso, we gave him an 8. A lovely all-action display from Gio. Everything that was coming out good attackingly was coming through him. He set up that Jedson chance right at the end, which Jedson should have done much better with. In extra time, he actually played up front with Troy Parrott, but just because he was literally dead on his feet, he was running like a headless chicken for the whole 120 minutes. Absolutely beautiful display from Giovanni, and this guy is an absolute magician with the ball at his feet, creating time after time. He set up Aurier as well for that chance I spoke about before. But yeah, everything he does is just complete magic. To be honest, he did have a few rare sloppy moments, but all in all, it was a great display from Gio. Moving on to Dele Alli, we gave him a 5. Played up front again, but look, he battled hard. He was running a lot, trying to do a lot of work for the team, but with little end product at all, to be honest. He came off the pitch and he looked absolutely shattered when he came off. But all in all, a similar display to previous displays. Look, he puts in a lot of effort, but with little end product. Moving on to Steven Bergwijn. Look, I'm going to say the same what I was saying for Ali. You know, he showed a lot of willingness, a lot of desire, a lot of effort, but just little end product. And he was taken off just before the hour mark, unfortunately. So he didn't get to finish the 90 minutes or the 120 minutes. But yeah, we need to start adding a little bit more quality up front, because it's just not there at the moment. Moving on to Lucas Moura, we gave him a 5 as well. Again, same for Bergwijn, same for Ali. A lot of movement, a lot of desire, all action. There was one moment where literally Dele Alli, all he had to do was square it to Dele Alli in the first half, and Dele had a complete open net, but he decided to shoot and was not successful with that. He did try set up Lo Celso, which he spurned his chance, but look, I think Lucas Moura really needs to do better. I've said it time and time again, and I'm going to say it again. He needs to improve his end product. He needs to have the brains to look up to see Dele Alli has that open goal. You know, if Dele scores that goal, we go into the break 2-0 up, then, you know, we could be looking at a completely different game. He went off after the 70-minute mark for Lamela, and Lamela provided a lot more kind of intensity into his play when he came on. But Lucas Moura, he's got to be doing better. Let's talk about the subs a bit and how Mourinho set up the team. I felt that at the beginning of the game, I was not happy with Jose's lineup. I didn't think Skip should have been playing. I didn't think Vertonghen should have been playing. I don't think Vorm should have been playing. The only one I was right about that was Michel Vorm, because Jan Vertonghen put in an absolutely sensational display, and so did Ollie Skip. They were both absolutely sensational. So I hold my hands up there, and I was completely wrong with that. So look, I just feel that the football is just too negative at the moment. With the players that we have, we can be getting on the deck, we can be passing it, we can be attacking. You know, the first 20 minutes were absolutely brilliant, but carry that on for the remainder of the game. I just don't see why they can't. Why? Why are they not carrying on this attacking display? You know, the first 20 minutes, the last 5 minutes, we were absolutely sensational. But if we carry that on for 90 minutes... But anyway, let's talk about the subs. Jedson came on for Bergwijn on the 55-minute mark. Jedson, I thought he tried to take the game to Norwich. I thought it was some really nice display, but he will get marked down for that chance he missed right at the end of the 90 minutes, and also the absolutely disgraceful penalty. Absolutely, literally just a roller down, the easiest penalty to save. My grandpa said he could have saved it, and I think he could. Lamela came on for Lucas on the 70th minute mark. I thought Lamela, you know, he does what Lamela does, headless chicken, completely running rings around the pitch, all energy, all action. But I love his will and I love his desire, Eric Lamela. Ndombele came on 81st minute. He provided some quality as well. We need to get this guy playing on a constant basis. We need to get him fit, because the ability this guy has is second to none to anyone in our squad, bar Giovanni Lo Celso, I think. So Ndombele, he needs to get fit. We need to get him starting games. And last but not least, Troy Parrott came on for Dele Alli in extra time. He got just about half an hour to play. I think that he looked out of his depth, to be honest to me. I think that he hardly saw the ball. He looked like a kid playing amongst men, and then his penalty, it was unfortunate, his penalty. Tim Krul was level to it, but Tim Krul was off his line, so it should have been retaken, to be honest. But look, it is what it is. We're out the FA Cup. The only things we got left are Champions League, which we're hanging by a thread, and the Premier League, which we're 5 points behind. And somehow, can we find some form to propel us up that table? We've got some big games coming up. Burnley away this weekend, Man U next week, 6-pointer. It's just thick and fast, and obviously in between that we've got Leipzig going away to Leipzig. So Mourinho says that he's going to ask the Spurs board which one he wants to concentrate. Are we going to concentrate on the Champions League or the league? I don't know what to say to that. Like, how can you even come out with that? Why not keep those things private? It just makes no sense. But anyway, that's my player ratings. Like, subscribe and comment below. Let me know what you think of my player ratings. Let me know what your player ratings are. And as always, come on you Spurs.